Welcome to Chisinau, the capital of Moldova. For many years this country was part of the Russian Empire and then the Soviet Union, until it finally got independence in 1991. Moldovan culture and language are deeply rooted in the Roman tradition. Just like the eternal city of Rome itself, Chisinau rests on 7 hills in the valley of the river Big, and even has a replica of the Capitoline Wolf statue in its center. In this self-guided walking tour, we will show you some of the most important historic landmarks of Moldovan capital. Stefan Mare monument is a major historic site and a popular meeting place with locals. As such, it also makes a great place to start our journey. King Stefan is famous for having fought off Turkish invasion in the 15th century and is widely regarded to be the greatest ruler in the history of the country. Many towns and streets across Moldova are named in his honor, including Chisinau's main street where the monument stands. Opposite the monument across the street is the Cathedral Park. Inside the park there are 3 more historic attractions found right next to each other. The Holy Gate, also known as the Arch of Triumph, commemorates the Russian victory over the Turks in the 19th century. It was built in 1846. Shortly after the victory, Russian Tsar Nikolai I ordered to make bells out of captured Turkish cannons. Especially for those bells, a belfry was built in the city center. However, when the project was completed, it turned out that the main bell was too big and wouldn't fit in. So they decided to erect another building nearby to accommodate the huge bell and called it the Holy Gate. Adjacent to it is the Great National Assembly Square, which is where all the country's main parades and demonstrations take place. In summer, the square also serves as a major open-air venue for concerts and festivals. Just as the nearby cathedral, this belfry was built in 1830. Sadly, the original belfry was demolished in the 1960s, and what we see today is only the replica created in 1998. The original belfry was fitted with the bells made out of Turkish cannons captured by the Russians during the war in the early 19th century. The Metropolitan Cathedral is a magnificent monument of the Russian architecture and was created by Avram Melnikov, one of the greatest architects of the Russian Empire of the early 19th century. Today, the cathedral serves as the main temple of the Russian Orthodox Church in Moldova and is a must-see attraction. The Cathedral Park is a popular leisure spot with locals, and as such is a great place to watch people. In summer, there are lots of street vendors selling soft drinks and snacks here, and you can even hear a brass band play on weekends. A short walk from the Cathedral Park takes us to our next destination, the Pushkin house. Alexander Pushkin was a great Russian poet who had lived in Moldova for 3 years while in exile. Pushkin arrived in Chisinau in September 1820 and stayed in this house, which is now a museum. This is one of the only 2 Pushkin houses left in the world, the other one being in St. Petersburg, Russia. In the course of the 3 years spent in Moldova, Pushkin had written 160 poems, including the first part of his world-famous Yevgeny Onegin. The museum holds a collection of rare artifacts associated with Pushkin's time in Moldova, including prints, paintings, sculptures, and editions of some of his works created here. Further down this walk, we approach the oldest building in Chisinau, the Armenian Church. Most of the buildings in Chisinau were destroyed during the fire of 1739 and later on during the war in the 1940s. This Armenian church was built after the Great Fire in 1804 and had miraculously survived the Nazi bombardment during the World War II. Our next stop is the Mazarachi Church. Mazarachi Church is one of the oldest in Chisinau. This is a historic monument of national importance, and it was built by architect Vasily Mazarachi in 1752 in a typically Moldovan medieval style. The church represents one of the best examples of the Russian Orthodox architecture in the country. It is also the site of the oldest graveyard in the city, or rather what's left of it. There are currently only a few gravestones remaining, dating back to the 15th century. Now let's head towards our final point on this walk, the place marking the outset of Chisinau as a city. This stone marks the beginning of Chisinau as a settlement. Yes, this is the very spot where it all started back in the 15th century, and where the city got its name from. This water spring is called Chisinau, which means new spring in Old Romanian, hence the word Chisinau. It is located not far from the river Bic, so quite possibly the early settlers chose this place due to its proximity to the river. If you wish to visit the attractions shown in this video, you can download a free tour map on the gpsmycity.com website. Alternatively, you can download the GPS My City app from iTunes or Google Play. In the app, you will find several self-guided walking tours of Chisinau. Each walk contains a tour route map, photos and information about the sites. The app thus turns your mobile device into a personal tour guide, and it works offline, so there's no need to worry about expensive data plan or roaming charges. Links to the GPS My City website and the app can be found in the description area below this video. We regularly give away free City Walk apps to our viewers, so you can enjoy losing yourself in a new city without getting lost. The giveaway details are posted in the description area below this video. Please give us a thumb up if you like this presentation, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to catch our latest travel videos. Happy travels!